Today, we will be talking about the 10 simple steps to reach financial independence. Now, normally people think that to achieve financial freedom, the only way is just by saving money, and then by the age of 90, they will become millionaires. But my friends, what is the relevance of millions of dollars in our 90s? How can we enjoy the money at that time, if we will ever even be fortunate enough to get there? Saving money alone is not the best formula to become millionaires. Some people think that they should also need to invest. Save and invest. That's what some of the people also might say. While it's better than just saving, we still have to do more stuff to secure our millionaire status. This video will be your step-by-step guide, and I'm sure that after watching this video, you won't be needing to watch any other videos about financial freedom. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. Step number 1 would be a quick overview where you are. Financial freedom and financial independence are often mixed up. Most of us think that they are the same, but the reality is they are very different from each other. Here is one example. You are doing a job. At the end of the month, you receive a message. Your salary is credited. This is financial independence because you don't have to depend on your family for your daily needs. But to achieve complete independence, you have to create a way where you don't really need to do any type of job and still receive money. So, in the first step, I'd recommend we'll take a blank paper and write down these questions. Number 1, and the most important, is why do I want to become financially free? Number 2, what is financial freedom's meaning for me? Number 3, what is my monthly average expense and exactly how do I spend money? Number 4, what is my monthly or yearly income? Number 5, what is my current debt condition? Number 6, which skills do I have today? This is called self-introspection, and this is the most vital step because, believe it or not, most people don't even know these things about themselves. They also don't have any blueprint for financial freedom, so it becomes much harder for them to achieve it. Let's go to number 2, which is writing down your goals. Now, you need to define what exactly financial freedom means to you. That means how much money is enough for you to proudly call yourself rich. And believe it or not, it's different from person to person. For the one, $1 million in their hand would be enough. For the other, it's 50 million. Different people have different viewpoints about richness. So you have to decide what is the number for you. Now, if you still don't have a clue, I got something that might help you out. Suppose your monthly expenses are $10,000. So you need $120,000 for your yearly expenses. Then your targeted amount to achieve financial freedom is at least $120,000 or more every year. When you yearly earn this amount without any hard work, then you can say you are financially free. Number 3 is understanding that life without budgeting is like a train going off roads. This is one of the most important steps in order to maintain a strong budget. Many people have this as a main problem, where they even do not understand how to create a simple budget. Well, I have a simple solution for this as well. You can create specified bank accounts for every section of your life. For example, one would be for your basic needs like rent, food, electricity bill, etc. Number 2 would be your wants like luxury cars, branded phones, shoes, and stuff like that. And number 3, an investment account. Assuming from step number 1, now you know how much money do you exactly need, you can allocate money easily sector-wise. Normally, the rule is 50% in basic needs, 30% in wants, and 20% in investments. But you don't have to blindly follow me. You can create your budget as you wish. Step number 4. Cut your expenses or it will cut you. Another reason why people can't become rich is because they don't spend their money wisely. After understanding how you spend your money, it's time to keep your spending as low as possible. This doesn't necessarily mean you need to stop spending on your favorite morning tea or your gym membership that you used to be stress-free and healthy. You don't have to stop spending on the things that keeps you happy and stress-free. Reducing costs can be bringing lunch to work, making your own coffee instead of buying, or getting a less expensive car. If we look at our spending, we see that there are a lot of useless expenses that we really don't need actually, like useless subscriptions like Amazon Prime, extra branded smartphone, branded clothes, watches, shoes, and etc. After some times, their value becomes almost zero. My suggestion is we should allocate not more than 10% of your total income for them. If possible, reduce them as much as you can from your budget. Step number 5, know that investing in yourself gives you the best return. Ask yourselves exactly which skills you have today. You may have a charming voice quality, natural ability of public speaking, so you can create a YouTube channel or start a consulting firm business. If you love writing, then you can publish a book or start a blog or work as a freelancer. The more you develop your skills, the more opportunity will eventually come to you. Number 6, paying yourself first. Now that you are skilled, this is the time you earn some money using your skills. Most people can't reach financial freedom because when they earn money, they first spend it buying iPhones, luxury cars, branded shoes or shirt, and we've already talked about it. These types of people can never be financially successful. Keep in mind that the one thing you should be paying first is yourself. Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, told us how he was in the debt trap. But with paying his debt, he also took some money to himself to invest. After about a year, he became debt-free and therefore a millionaire. By the way, if you haven't done so already, I highly suggest you read this book. Link in the description will be, of course. Let's go to number 7, which is to start build assets, not liabilities. In financial accounting, an asset is anything that can be used to produce positive economic value, whereas liabilities are the complete opposite. In simple words, asset is something that constantly increases your wealth, while liabilities are the things whose value decreases over time. It is also the main formula of rich people. They don't buy liabilities, they first build assets and after that they buy branded things. Step number 8 is to understand that credit is a trap. A lot of people define financial freedom as being free from their debt. Although owning a house can be hard without mortgage, we can start with something more achievable, such as eliminating credit card debt and even car loans. Two main methods of paying off debt are snowball and avalanche. Snowball is when you pay off the smallest debt first. Avalanche is when you pay off the debt with the highest interest rate. You need to decide what works best for you. Also know that if you take a loan, it can be very beneficial for you. Have you ever wondered why businesses take loans? Well, they do it for the growth. So, if you can use a loan in order to grow your business, that's called leveraging. When you take other people's money and use it to grow your own asset or business. If done right, this simple move can speed up your way to become financially free by a lot. Step number 9, which is very important, is to create an emergency fund. If you don't have a proper emergency fund, it may be an obstacle on your financial journey. But wait a minute, what is the relationship between an emergency fund and financial freedom? Let me explain with an example. Suppose you suddenly need a lot of money because your mother has been diagnosed with a cancer. What will you do now? If you don't have an emergency fund prepared for this condition, you have to break your investment and potentially lose everything you've ever worked for. Keep in mind, there will be many kinds of emergencies, like medical emergencies or some other sudden accidents. An emergency fund is like a defender of your wealth in those situations. Number 10 and the last step is to acknowledge that knowledge is power. Do you think Mark Zuckerberg will share with you his knowledge which he earned throughout his life and deliver you a 3-hour speech only just for 10 or 20 bucks? If so, you are a daydreamer, my friend. Let's be a bit more realistic. Now, for example, Warren Buffett charges millions just for a dinner, and it's not so different with Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk. If you look at those people, there is one most common thing among all of them that is very clear. They are all voracious readers, because they know that reading a book means avoiding thousands of mistakes and bringing thousands of ideas. The power of reading is very underrated nowadays. I wanna end this video with giving you a list of the best books that I know and I think that everyone should read. Book number 1, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Book number 2, Money Master the Game. Book number 3, Ashley Vance. Book number 4, The Warren Buffett Way. Book number 5, The Richest Man in Babylon. Book number 6, The Total Money Makeover. Now, of course, I will leave links to all of those books in the description below. Also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, that is the perfect time to do so. And if this video was helpful for you, please leave a like and a comment. Now, until next time guys, let's get ourselves rich. Thank you for watching.